All right, enough Bundesliga. How about some quick hits instead?
Let's go, Gab.
Harry Kane scores 2 goals as Tottenham beat Leeds 4-1, relegating them to the championships. Jules, I guess the Big Sam experiment didn't work out, but how impressed are you with Kane's 30 goals?
Yeah, I mean, let's start with Kane. I think it's an incredible achievement considering how bad his team has been all season. And when you think that Erling Haaland scored 36 in a much, much, much better team, in a City team that creates so much and has created so many chances for him, I would see it almost as a better season for Kane individually. I mean, Haaland has been great and City have been amazing. But Kane's 30 goals in that Spurs team, I think speaks so much volume, maybe even more slightly than Haaland.
Yeah, and I think it's the second time he's hit the 30-goal mark in a league season. The only other player in the Premier League era who's done it more than once is Alan Shearer, who of course is a legend. As for Big Sam...
I mean, they were outside of the bottom 3 when he arrived. What's going on, Big Sam?
What's going on is also like...
I know, but still... They were not in the bottom 3 when he arrived.
No. And he gave the impression of somebody who's just like, oh, well, we're not good defense. I don't know. He did not come across well.
But remember, he's as good as Pep and Jurgen.
Stop it.
A stunning goal from the very French and very handsome Olivier Giroud gives Milan a 1-0 win away to Juventus, guaranteeing them Champions League football next season. How important was that, Big?
I think it's really big. I think it's really big. Milan didn't play particularly well. No. It was kind of a plodding game. Juve, though, were even worse.
Yeah.
So, but it's important for them. It's important because, after the season they had, where obviously they went deep into Europe, their bench contributed very little this year. They're going to have some big calls to make. They committed a lot of money to Rafael Leao.
Yeah.
They're going to have to, add more pieces and add more depth. And I think being in the Champions League again is important for the brand, important for where they want to be. Max Allegri says that without the penalty, Juventus would be third. And he also said that, look, if I'm just a guy who just wanted to win, I would have joined another club.
Really?
I wouldn't have come back here.
Okay.
Are you impressed with his selflessness?
Absolutely not. No. I think he is the problem, or part of the problem. 2 seasons in a row now, Juve don't win anything. No trophy, nothing. I don't think the points deduction helped, of course, psychologically and everything, and they can still get a Europa League spot depending on what happens in the last game of the season.
Yeah, but then they'll just take it away from them, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, probably UEFA as well. It's just, I think it's been a shocking season, in a season where they haven't played well at all, where a player like Vlahovic, for example, underachieved mostly because of the way the team was playing around him, and I blame Allegri for that. So
you know what bugs me
no
about
sympathy
this?
For Allegri.
What really bugs me about this is the way he comes across, because he let it be known that he chose Juve, knowing that they wouldn't win, right? And this was a summer when, if you remember, they added Chiesa. They spent a lot of money on Chiesa. Then they got Vlahovic 6 months later. The guys before him, Sarri and Pirlo, they won stuff and got many more points than he did in more difficult circumstances. His friends in the media telling everybody that, he had offers from Real Madrid, he had an offer from Inter, blah, blah, blah. He chose Juve. Yeah, fine. I don't know to what degree I believe all this, but fact of the matter is, are you really the rebuilding man? I don't think so.
Definitely not. I agree with you. And you know what? I'm not even sure Zidane would be. If they part ways with Allegri and think that Zidane could be the answer, I think you need a big change than someone who played at the club, and Zidane is not. It's not good for rebuilding squads.
There's really tough times ahead with the penalties, with the uncertainty, with eventual lack of money.
Yeah.
You got to rebuild. You got to challenge the fans. I'm talking like the real fans, not the Juve fans who only watch them when they win, who watch on television on dodgy streams from a distance and populate social media. All those guys. Tell those guys to go away and say, we're going to do it with kids. It's going to take a while, but we're going to do it right.
Yeah, you're right. Chelsea and Newcastle draw 1-1, but Gab, the real news is that Mauricio Pochettino has finally signed for Chelsea.
Yeah, how do we know this?
Woo!
How do we know this? Have the club made an announcement that he signed?
Not yet, but...
No, they haven't. No. This is what they did.
They're going to do it today or tomorrow. They waited for the season to finish.
Their servants in the media.
Of course.
Right? The same people who told us that he had agreed a deal.
Yeah.
Now they said, look, he's actually signed the deal.
Yeah.
Look, I'm sure he has. I'm sure he signed the deal, right? I just don't understand why it takes this long for him to sign the deal and why they can't announce it. And none of this nonsense, it would have destabilized Frank. This would have been perfect time yesterday. Chelsea, Newcastle at Stamford Bridge.
Yeah.
Announce it. Have him there waving to the crowd.
With his
You think it's gonna mess up Frank Lampard?
I mean,
To me, to me, this is more bad PR from Chelsea. Either that, or there's a reason why it has taken this long. Time will tell.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.